Well, guys, thank you for having me. That's really nice. That's really cool. It's so difficult to do dark comedy and start a dark comedy show because I have no idea what you guys are into. I don't know what dark means for you. And there's also this unwritten rule I learned about. The very seasoned comedian told me, listen, Sebastian, and my name is Matthias, but he wasn't talking to me. If you want to joke about a group of people, you have to belong to that group, otherwise you can't joke about them. You know, that's an unwritten rule, you know? Jews can joke about the Holocaust, overweight people can joke about being fat, kids can joke about pedophiles. It's just... And I haven't found my minority yet. You know, I'm minority challenged. I have to still look. So I even had a good childhood, you know? Like I didn't even have a rapey uncle or something. I don't have the trauma to work off. So what I do is I start with one of these very simple classical jokes, you know, the jokes that you just tell. And that works quite well for me, so here we go. A Nazi and a pedophile walk into a Jewish kindergarten. Don't worry, it's a gay couple, they're there to pick up their kid. They adopted a Chinese kid. Because they both can't get pregnant. And so they go to the kindergarten teacher and ask her, where is little Ling? And the kindergarten teacher says, it's religion orientation week, so currently he's having sex with a Catholic priest. And then the pedophile says, well, that's cultural appropriation. And the Nazi says, well, we have to leave, just put him on the train afterwards. That's a great joke to start the show. Tried this joke the other day, and there was a woman in the audience, and she hated it, and she was a little bit older, and you could tell she wasn't used to insulting people, but she got so mad, like she was shaking, and she was like, that is not funny, you're terrible, you're a stupid Nazi pedophile with a small penis, and you could tell like, she's so bad at insults because she just picked those things up from my jokes, basically. And it's a terrible, like first of all, who are you to decide where the line is between small and slightly below average? And then, that's such a fucked up dramatic curve. You start with stupid, alright, little lame, and then you go to Nazi pedophile? And then you go down to small dick? That's kinda... I mean, you already called me a pedophile. I don't think pedophiles worry about having small dicks. Because, you know... What even is a Nazi pedophile? Is that a Nazi who's also a pedophile? Is that a pedophile who's only turned on by a certain race of kids? Is it a pedophile who only likes racist kids? I don't know. Brought my notes because new jokes. Some comedians told me like, yeah, I never write anything down, but I never forget anything. Well, you don't know. Well, yeah, she also said like, well, we got into a little discussion, and she said like, sex with children is not funny. And I agree. That's why we only joke about it on stage. We don't do the actual thing, right? The tickets would be way more expensive. We would need to rent a van and all that. Different show in the end. Kidnapping is such a weird word for the job, or it's not a job, but for the hobby. Let's say the activity, because it sounds way too cute. You know, kidnapping. It sounds really cute. So now every McDonald's now has a kidnapping station where you can dispose your kid, and it sounds like a really cute activity. I'm not saying it's good. It's not good. Neither for the kidnapper nor for the kidnappee, but do you think dolphins are disappointed that they always have to swim with autistic children? It's just a thought, because look, they are in a small basin, like locked up. That's their week's highlight. Hey Jack, today we swim with kids, and it's like, yeah, ooh. Mine is looking away. Mine is painting the skyline of Manhattan on a little stone. Look, it's okay if I make this kind of joke because my nephew is a dolphin. I mean, how did they even come up with that? Like, they're in the Autism Research Center. Why did they have dolphins? Did they try all kinds of fish? So far not working, sharks, barracudas, and piranhas. Did they try cheaper fish first? Maybe tuna? Because if you catch tuna, sometimes there's a bit of dolphin residue? I don't know. Maybe they were doing animal testing and then Greenpeace came in and they were like, oh shit, so why do you have dolphins? Well, for the kids. I can't believe that worked. Also, the question is, what would happen if you put regular kids with autistic dolphins? Yeah. Yeah, you guys like dark jokes, that's great. I was reading something about child sacrifice. 500 days ago in Peru, they sacrificed, on a single day, they sacrificed 142 kids, which is a terrible number. How can you sacrifice 142 kids instead of 150? It's not better, but if you believe in that kind of thing, you would want to offer your God a round number, right? 50, 100, 150. You don't go 141, 142. Ah, this is stupid. No. And the scientists also said that the killings happen very systematically. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. You better have a system if you have to sacrifice 142 kids. Otherwise, it's going to be a horrible day for everybody. I would already have a system if I had to sacrifice 10. But yeah, I mean, I'm German, that's just, well. Whoa, whoa. My lawyer told me to point out this joke is purely a reference to our general talent for organization. It's not a Holocaust joke. If you're mad, don't get mad at the host or the venue, only get mad at me because I'm the only reason. You could say I'm the solo cause. The reason, I have to rip this up, the reason for this whole extravaganza was the people back then wanted their gods to change the climate. And that got me thinking, what if that works? What if that's the only way to stop climate change? That would be weird. I'm not saying it's true, I'm just saying in the past 500 years we've scaled back on ritual sacrifices. Climate issues have gotten worse. The beautiful thing about it, it would be a great chance for all the Fridays for Future kids to really make a difference. Guys, that's my time. You were amazing.